I hope you were able to capitalize on those two signals that I sent out in last week's video on the AUD US and the New Zealand US. Those turned out to be two very profitable trades. So in this week's video, we will look at gold and 4 or 5 major currency pairs to help you find some good trade setups to help you make income from trading Forex. Hi everyone, my name is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com. That's my website where you can go to find out everything you need to know about trading Forex. I am a full-time Forex coach, trader, and fund manager. And I make these videos on a regular basis to help you with tips and suggestions to be able to take good trade setups to make income from Forex. Okay, so let's have a look, jump into the charts and get started. Remember, as we go through the charts and I look at gold and several currency pairs, this is my perspective on the market. This is what I see on my charts. These are the trades that I take. And I'm not suggesting or recommending that you take the same trades. You might see things differently, and that's fine. It's up to you to manage your own account and to use good risk management. But let me show you what I see happening this upcoming week with gold and a few major currency pairs. First of all, gold. Well, we know gold has been bullish since when? Since the 9th of April. And market sentiment is still bullish on gold. And you might be saying, well, we saw this big drop on Friday, perhaps it's turning bearish. Well, I see this as a pullback, a correction, a retracement. We saw the same thing week before last, a big fall down to 1855, and our support level is 1860, our major support level, 1860. And then just after 2 days, it came right back up to 1900. That very, very strong resistance level and important psychological level where we have not been able to go above and stay above yet. All right, we're waiting for that catalyst, which will take us above 1900 and to 1950 and perhaps even 2000 and maybe beyond. But for the moment, what I see is that gold is retracing, pulling back, making a correction, and usually what we see is when the Asian Pacific market opens on Monday, that they will follow the trend from U.S. markets close on Friday. So we could see a further drop down to our support level at 1860. And that's why I have a buy limit at 1860, stop loss at 1840, and take profit at 1880. Continuing to be bullish on gold. All right, let's look at some of the major currency pairs. Of course, with the strengthening of the US dollar, we saw the major currency pairs turning bearish. And in fact, if you remember from the video last week, I did say that I expected to see the Euro-US turning bearish, and we now have a bearish signal on the Euro-US. So I have a sell limit on the Euro-US. Need to let it pull back just a little bit to get a better price. All right, our entry price is 1.2130 and take profit 1.2070. Now the AUD US, and I hope you watched that video last week and I hope you took those trades because the AUD US and the New Zealand US were two very profitable trades last week. I gave the take profit for the AUD US at 0.7700 and it hit the take profit, but it didn't hit it until Friday. Okay, so we're waiting 5 days for that profit to materialize, but it did. All right, again, patience will reward you in trading Forex. Now, the same thing happened on the New Zealand US, which I'll show you in just a second. So the signal for the AUD US is bearish. All right, that's why I have a sell limit, but let's wait for it to pull back and give us a better price with the entry price at 0.7720, take profit at 0.7650. Then the New Zealand US, this was the most profitable signal that we had last week. The take profit was 0.7150, and it went well below that, so this was a very, very profitable trade, but we had to wait until the end of the week before it gave us the profit. So we have a bearish signal on the New Zealand US, go short, okay, but a sell limit, wait for it to pull back up to a higher price, give us a better entry price at 0.7150. Take profit at The pound US, also we have a bearish signal on the pound US, and I have a sell limit, entry point 1.4130, and take profit at 1.4080. Now before I show you the USD-CAD, let's look at the US dollar Swiss franc, which is neutral, no signal. And we know what neutral means, no trade. It's no clear direction on the US dollar Swiss franc. So let's wait and see how that one unfolds. And then the USD-CAD. You'd say, well, this has finally turned bullish. Well, it looks like it has, okay? And I did say last week that it looked like the USD-CAD might be turning bullish. So I have a buy limit on the USD-CAD, entry point 1.2120, and take profit at 1.2200. Now you see the stop loss is 1.2075, which is a fairly tight stop loss. It's only 20, 30, 50 pips or so, okay? And the reason being, I'm not really sure that this strengthening of the US dollar is sustainable. Let's go back a little bit further and look at the USD-CAD, and you see where it is and what it's done. It has been so low for so long, and it keeps trying to recover and falls down. Tries to recover and falls down. Tries and fails. Tries and fails. Tries and fails. So I'm just very suspicious that this is another try, and we will see another fail. However, we do know that we should trust our strategy. We have a bullish signal on the USD-CAD, and that's why I have a buy limit, but with a fairly tight stop loss. Another reason that I'm not really sure the USD-CAD will be able to sustain a bullish move is because of the high price of oil. And oil is now trading around $70. It's very, very bullish. And we know that the high price of oil is very, very good for the Canadian dollar. So that will put pressure on the USD-CAD. So it will be interesting to see whether this apparent bullish move by the USD-CAD will be sustainable. All right, let's just, before I sign off, look at oil right quickly, just to show you what I'm talking about with it being very, very bullish. WTI USD closed at $70.73 a barrel on Friday, and just continues to go higher and higher and higher, and that's very, very good for the US dollar. Very, very good for the Canadian dollar, not good for the USD-CAD. And if you look at the DXY, which is the US dollar currency index, it's with the US dollar matched up against 6 other currencies, and to show the strength of the US dollar. And yes, we did have that big, big bullish move on Friday, but is that sustainable? Look how low the US dollar is. It has been bearish since March of last year. So right now, this dollar index is trading at a very, very strong resistance point. It has been there before, but those of you that follow candlestick formations, maybe you look at this and say, oh, that's a double top. And if that's a double top, well, that means a reversal is likely to happen, okay? However, if that bullish move continues, then it could come up a little bit higher to this next very, very strong resistance point on the DXY of 91.39. So that's why I say about the USD-CAD, I'm not really sure that the strengthening of the US dollar is sustainable in the long run, at least for the time being. I hope you found those tips and suggestions a little bit helpful. I hope it will help you with your trading this week. And I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you're trading, if you trade gold or currency pairs, or if you perhaps see things a little bit differently on your charts. That's fine too. I would just love to hear from you. Let me know how your trading is going. If you're watching this and you would like to receive signals on a regular basis, right there is where you can find me on Telegram. Okay, my ID is @RickRayFX. I have a free signal group on Telegram where I post daily signals for at least one currency pair or gold. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will also subscribe. Okay, at the end of this video, you'll see a place where you can subscribe. And I make these videos at least once a week, sometimes more often. And just subscribe and click on the little bell so you'll get notification when I do make a video. And if you're interested in more about Forex, you can find everything you need to know on my website, rickrayfx.com. Thanks again for being here. I really appreciate you watching this, and don't forget to leave a comment. I will reply to all comments. I hope you have a great trading week, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.